part two. Hey everybody, what's up? It is 7:59. It's your friend James Shaw. Thank you so much. Thank you for choosing to wake up and be here inside of Pivot Shift Ahead this morning. We're doing our mastermind call that we do every single day. Two parts, right? The first half of the day is, something from the Facebook group. On Fridays, we play Next Question, and we played it somewhat well today. And then we always do the second half of the call, whatever's on my mind. So if you're watching on Facebook or listening to the recording, you're always invited to join us on Zoom. You can go to jamesdshaw.com, jamesdshaw.com, click join our free daily call, and it'll take you straight to the Zoom link. The only thing is you got to make sure you use the same email address that you use for your Zoom account, or it'll say you can't get on. So you got to make sure your email address matches. I'm glad you're here. We're going to have a great call today. A little bit different than what we usually do. Today, I want your help with something. Because today I'm going to meet with team leaders from all over the country to talk about how they can support their ALC in a shifting market. Now, an ALC, that's a Keller Williams term. So if you're not with Keller Williams, let me explain to you what an ALC is. ALC stands for the Associate Leadership Council. Think of it like a board of directors that's inside of your office. We call it a market center. And that ALC is responsible for being involved in any decision that is going to impact an agent. That's really the purpose. They don't have the final call. They don't get to hire and fire. They don't get to make up policy or spend money, but they do get to be involved in the decisions that impact the agents. That's the purpose. Now, to serve on the ALC, you've got to be in the top 20% in production. This is an agent who's in production. You got to be a capper, and then some market centers may add other requirements or responsibilities to it. And here's what I found. For a team leader of a market center, you might have 200, 300, 400 agents. It's really hard for the team leader of the market center to be in a tight relationship with every agent in the office and make sure all of them are reaching their goals. That's practically impossible. But they can be in relationship and tightly connected to their associate leadership council and making sure that the ALC is reaching their goals. But I don't know if they're all doing that. And so I want to help them do it. And so today you're going to share with me, whether you're on the ALC or not, if you're on it or if you were on it, what would you expect from your market center leadership team or your team leader in a market like this? How would you want them to support you? What would be of value in those ALC meetings? And we'll share this back with your team leaders. So that's what we're going to do today. But before we do that, something good. Tennille, good morning.
Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. I am going to be my daughter's 12 and under girls coach this season. I'm so excited. We have a coaches meeting on Saturday. I was a soccer player growing up from 5 to college and a little after. And so I'm just pumped about coaching my daughter and the rest of the girls.
You played soccer in college, Tennille.
My freshman year until I blew out my knee. Berry College.
Listen, listen, listen. Anyone who plays sports in college is an elite human being.
Oh, thank you.
And this is why Tennille's bathroom is nicer than your dining room, because she is just above and beyond, a little step ahead. Thank you, Tennille. Have fun with
Thanks.
that.
Thanks.
Allie, good morning.
Hey, good morning, James. Thank you for letting me share. My something great is thanks to you and this community, I was able to close 2 Inspire referrals this week.
That is great. Listen, when you get referrals from Inspire, it pays for Inspire forever.
Yes, it does.
And the referrals that happen inside of that group are great. Allie, I'm so proud of you. Well done.
Thank you, sir. Have a great
Christy
day.
McCall, good morning.
Hi there. My something good is that I had a wonderful birthday this week. Thanks to so many people in this community. You guys know how to love on us, and the cards, the texts, the posts, they keep coming. So thank you so much for making my birthday fantastic.
They know how to do birthdays up in here. That is the
They
truth
do.
about that. Have you caught up to Bree?
I'm caught up to Bree. I'm caught up to you.
Well, I'm not worried about me. I was just more concerned had you caught up to Bree. That was the
I'm
big
caught up
question.
for a short while with Bree.
You're so fun. Thank you everyone again for being here. So yeah, we're gonna have this conversation around as an ALC member. Remember, the ALC is the Associate Leadership Council. It's like a board of directors in the office. They are in the top 20% in production. They're involved in making decisions that impact the agents. And every single month they meet with the team leader and the MCA and others. And we've got many of you on here who've been on either side of that equation. Maybe you're a team leader helping lead an ALC meeting like me, or you're an agent who's been on an ALC. And some ALC years are better than others, quite frankly. Sometimes there's immense value in choosing to serve on that ALC. And other times it's like, do I really have to go to this meeting? Like, do I have to do this? Now, one thing I'm passionate about is ALCs. That's why I facilitate the ALC clinic. I'm doing several regions this year: New England, Mid-American, Virginia, North Texas, New Mexico, and Memphis, Southern California, and there might be another one in there. I can't remember. Oh, no, North Central region. So I'm doing those ALC clinics this year. I get very excited about meeting with ALCs and hanging out with them and helping your team leaders. But I just know that some of you are like, nah, I'm out. So I want to know, how do we make sure that the team leader is providing immense value to you as an ALC member? Because in Shift, it talks about what goes on in a shifting market, and it says that, you know what, as leaders, and by the way, this is a good conversation for a rainmaker to think about too, that as leaders, we have to share what we're going through and then also ask what they're going through, and that we've got to give them education, that we've got that people rarely will make a leap in a shift on their own. They need to be led through change. But if you do these things, your people will see the strength of your commitment and rally behind you. That shift, page 43. That's what we need our team leaders to do right now. And so today at noon Eastern, I'm hosting a special call for team leaders and MCAs about how to lead your ALC through a shift. So if you're a team leader and want that info, just message me, send me a DM through Facebook or something, and I'll send you the link. It's not for ALC members, it's for the leadership. But I want to tell the leadership what you expect from them. So share with me, Dean Moss. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Thanks again for the opportunity, James. Appreciate that. I've been on the ALC for a long, long time. I think the second year I was with KW. And the one thing that I crave more than anything else is to become a better leader for the market center and for the team I lead. The biggest thing that a team leader and my team leader team Deets has given me over the years is the emblemizing leadership, how to be a better leader, how to be a better listener, how to learn your business so you can show others how it's done. I'm looking for a leadership partner in that.
All right, so you want them to teach you, Dean, this is what I'm hearing, how to run a business. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's a good part of it, and how to, I guess, be iconic, for lack of a better term, to others around you, so they could learn how to run a business from your example.
So the team leader's got to be running an effective business inside of the market center.
Indeed.
Yeah, and they've got to be showing you. By the way, I think a person who's running an effective business is transparent about when they are struggling too. And team leaders sometimes, they don't want to come in and tell you, hey, the market center had a rough month. Here's where we were. Our profit might be down. Recruiting might be down. This is where we are right now. Sometimes a team leader doesn't want to do that. I actually think you gain credibility with your ALC when you come in and say, we had a rough month too. So do that. Dean, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Marilyn Burke, good morning.
Good morning. You know what? It's me and Dean are thinking alike. I would show them how to lead. We used to read from Maxwell's book. And so you teach leaders how to be leaders. And we did exercise, like group exercises to get to know each other, fun things. But it was always a value. We had extra things that were brought in to, like special speakers about building wealth. You have to show them appreciation. But I think most important, James, is what you said. You have to talk real. I was just talking to Lee and Paul about it. We need to circle the wagons when the market gets tough. We need to talk about what's happening. No fluff. Let's get to the bottom line. Let's look at market share. Let's look at the trend line, the migration of agents leaving in the market centers, and fix it. Let's fix, you got to challenge them. They have to be challenged or it becomes a boring meeting. And keep it short, be on time, hold them accountable to it. That's what I think.
An ALC meeting should start on time. It can last no longer than 90 minutes. You can have one 30-minute extension, but you should really be able to do an effective ALC meeting in an hour. You can block it for 90 minutes, but you really only need an hour. Give your ALC members something a little extra, whether that's a book or maybe a speaker you bring in from time to time, and then be honest and transparent about your business and theirs. Marilyn, thank you. Pam, you're next. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi. Yes, I've also been on ALC for many years, and I'm assistant team leader. So what I find a value from my team leader is, and I wish more agents in the office would do this, is he needs to be approachable, which he is. And I need to know from him that he has my best interests and knows what my goals are so he can help me attain that. And what those goals are, whether they be, because everybody's are different, hit my goals. What are my goals? If I want to grow a team, if I want to become an investor in a market center, if I want an expansion team. But what I find the biggest struggle is right now is the agents don't know that they have all this at their fingertips and they have everything here, and they need to make that first step. And I think I've been successful for myself because I will ask, do you have X amount of time for me? Can I get on your calendar? Can you share with me how to do this? So I know Tom is on this call. Thomas is on in my market center. He's been very good at doing that, and I can't wait to see him on the ALC soon. But we have to teach the agents that they need to take advantage of the ALC too. And what are we here for? And your team leader is your team leader, not my team leader. He's our team leader. So he can't help everybody in the same way. Share with him what your goals are. Get on his calendar. He will welcome you.
Yes. Pam, you've been a long time ALC member. I've been in ALC clinics with you. You nailed something right in the middle that I'm going to teach the team leaders today. Most of them know it and are doing this, but some don't. And that is that they should know the goals of every member of the ALC. Again, they can't possibly know the goals of every agent in the market center. When I was my last day as a team leader in Northwest Tampa, we had 301 agents. It wouldn't be possible for me to be on top of the goals and the status of the production of all 301 agents. But I had 6 agents on my associate leadership council, and I better know their goals without having to look. And I better know where they are in relationship to those goals, or have a very easy way to go see. And then counsel and find out what's the struggle and what's working and help each other. And team leaders, if you can figure that part out, if you can help make sure that the ALC reaches their goal, the rest of the market center will work itself out. It will work itself out. In fact, then, Pam, here's what will happen. You'll have other top agents going, please, can I be on next year? Because every single agent on the ALC hit their goal. I didn't hit my goal. Can I please be on next year? Like, that's where we want to be, instead of we're walking down the hallway begging people to be on. Pam, great. Thank you. Great share. Shannon Dixon, good morning.
Good morning. I've been on the ALC, gosh, I don't know, 8 years, 9 years, something like that. And all of this that everybody has shared would be amazing. Yes, with the goals. But also, I think to just really dive deep with me and make sure I'm truly running my business like a business. Be willing to take a look at my profit and loss and make sure, I'm running things the way I should. Help me make sure I'm keeping my business in check with expenses. Teach me to be a better leader so that I can extend that to the younger agents or the newer agents in our brokerage. And yes, please, let's invite some new people to be on the ALC, because it can be challenging getting people to do that.
It's only challenging if there isn't a lot of value. If we can create a space of a lot of value, then we'll have people get on. We've got to increase the value, and Shannon just told you, team leaders, how you could do it. Brianne, good morning. I forgot to mention, I'm doing South Florida's ALC clinic too. So if you're going to be on that, I'll see you there. But Brianne, what's on your mind?
So I've been on the ALC on and off for many years, and I feel like there's a question I have and a divide of, are we there to be the board for the office, or are we there to get coaching? Because when I first started, and my dad was a leader for many years, it was a true board meeting type, and now it's merged into coaching for everyone. And I felt like I was sitting there listening to everyone else's coaching, and I'm saying, why am I sitting here? Because I really was focused on my time. High D personality, so I want to know, why am I here? What am I getting out of this? So I think if we're trying to attract people, we need to make sure it's purposeful and know the personalities of who is on the ALC, so that you're not wasting people's time talking about things and really being clear about what's the mission of being on the ALC. And I think that gets lost halfway through the year.
All right, so team leaders, we got to tell them, know what the purpose is, know what the mission is. Brianna, I think it's a combination of both, by the way. I think that they have a responsibility to make sure you're hitting your goals and you're masterminding around how to do that. And we need to be talking about what's going on in the market center and how we as a group can make it even better and more efficient. So I think you're right. It's a combination of both of those things, and how we do it really matters, right?
And to know that what we're sitting and discussing about the market center is actually being taken into account, because a lot of times we'll have discussions and then it feels like it falls on deaf ears, and the OP and the team leader make the decision and they just sort of tell us about it, even
Yeah.
though we're supposed to be there
You want to be
assisting and
involved.
guiding and giving our input, correct?
Yep, no doubt. Thank you. Appreciate you. Tell your parents I said hello. Sandy, you're next. Good morning.
Will do.
Hi. I have been on the ALC many times, been at KW since 1995, and I'm on the ALC this year. And what is different about this year that I absolutely love is that our team leader and our OP really asked us at the beginning of the year when we had a retreat what they could do to give back to us to help us grow our business and reach our goals. And so they're bringing in a lot of elite type speakers, trainers, just to talk to us. We've had at least 3 or 4 sessions like that, which has been really wonderful. We're reading a book called Traction by Gino Wickman, and it's helping us understand how to run a business even better. So I think just giving us back something of value. When they do that, I know some people have said, you feel like you're just being asked to do things, and not getting anything in return. And so when those kind of things happen, it makes me want to give back to the market center because I feel like I'm getting something of value in return. So I think that's important.
I think it's about ALC should be about the agent first, the market center second, and adding value to the people sitting there in front of you, giving you that time. And by the way, if they do that, then when Red Day rolls around and they want your help and support, you're more than happy to give it. Sandy, thank you. Great share. Diane, good morning. We're talking about this morning, and thank you to those of you sticking around. I know it's a little bit of a different call today, but this is a great leadership discussion. If you're on an associate leadership council in your office, what do you expect to get from it? Diane, good morning.
Good morning. I've been on the ALC off and on for years also, and I'm on it this year. And we had a change in team leader recently, which is always challenging. But I agree about knowing the goals. And really, when it's a new team leader, their first mission should be to get to know their ALC and know what the goals are, not all the other stuff they get pulled to. But the other thing I want to mention is post COVID, it's very, I've been doing this a while, and the relationships among agents are missing in the office. So I think it's important for the team leader to foster, really fellowship. And they always, Mo would say, the ALC should love each other. I mean, that may sound, I don't know, but I think they need to help build and facilitate close relationships among the ALC, and that can filter down to the rest of the office.
You should be in relationship with one another 100%. By the way, I'm doing Maryland, DC's ALC clinic too. I forgot to mention it, but they should be in relationship. We should care about each other. We should want to support each other. And team leaders need to be in relationship with the ALC too. Absolutely. We're talking about this because later today, noon Eastern, I'm going to lead a Zoom for team leaders about how to lead your ALC during a shift. And I want to be able to share your feedback with them before we meet at noon Eastern. If you want your team leader to be a part of it, they can reach out to me. I'm not sending the link out to the agents, right? This is not for you. This is for them. So team leaders can directly reach out to me and I'll send the link. It is not going to be recorded. They got to be on it live if they want to be part of it. It's just going to be an open conversation that we're doing at noon Eastern today. Team leaders, you can reach out, or you can have your team leader reach out if they'd like to join. Nick, good morning in Miami.
Good morning. Mine is plain and simple. I think a huge value add from team leaders to their ALC is one-on-one coaching. Although we do get a lot of coaching in the actual group meetings, but one-on-one coaching with each agent on the ALC make a huge difference.
Sit down for a little accountability conversation with your ALC members. See where they are, see where they want to be, and see how you can help fill the gap. That's good stuff, Nick. Hope to see you at South Florida's this year. LaToya, you get the last word on this. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. So what everybody said, all of that. And also, I would like for them to provide growth opportunities for us. Encourage us to lead, training classes, masterminds, and also invite us to leadership events like, regional and national events when possible, and provide some type of recruit initiatives for us.
Have some way to add some value. That's what I heard. All right, I'm going to share this call with the team leaders today when they get on. So thank you for helping me figure out what we should talk about. I'll share it with them. If your team leader, you want your team leader to be on, you can have them reach out to me directly and I'll send them the link. It's at noon Eastern, not recorded, but just something I wanted to do to help them out. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you all so much. I'm so thankful for this community. If you want to get connected to more stuff we're doing, you can go to jamesdshaw.com. There you can see our previous Wednesday webinars that we've done. You can also get information about our membership community called the Inspire Collective and more. Thanks for being here. We'll see you around. Have a great weekend. You got your inspiration. Go put in the perspiration. Bye, everybody.
Bye, James.
Thanks, James. Great call.
Thanks, James.